Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of my recent CD purchases. I believe this is episode 13. Now before we get into this video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, help support my channel, and you'll get notifications every time I post a new video. A little stack I got here, some stuff I got throughout the week. We get right into it. First up, we have the newly remixed and remastered version of Delicate Sound of Thunder, the 1988 live album from Pink Floyd. I do own the original one from '88, but this one I want to hear because it's well, it has a remix and there's some bonus songs on here, and you know, Pink Floyd is one of my all-time favorite bands, so had to add to the collection. 2 CD digipack, different photos, and definitely different artwork than the original release. Next we have this is I guess a bootleg. This was released from Mighty Atom Records and Tapes from Long Beach, California. Black Sabbath. This is called We Love You All, Do As Thou Wilt. Basically, just a compilation of live tracks. 4 songs from the Beat Club, West Germany, 1971. 4 songs from Don Kirshner's Rock Concert, 75. The 3 tracks they performed at Live Aid in 1985. And the last one are 4 songs from Pacific Amphitheater from 1992. Next, we have the remastered version of Kansas 2 for the show. I do own the original CD release, which was a single disc, so I finally upgraded. 2 CDs, 24 tracks overall. Has the original artwork there that the vinyl had. Next from Kansas, Drastic Measures. Trying to finish my Kansas collection, so I have a couple in this video from them. This is a little different than the traditional Kansas sound. This is more of a 80s, I want to say like kind of a pop rock sound. It's released in 1983. I do like the cover though. Next up, adding to my ever-expanding Sabbath collection, this is the Deluxe edition of Master Reality from the United Kingdom, released on Sanctuary Records. 2-disc set. Second disc just features bonus tracks previously unreleased, but I know I've heard these all before. I've had this, or I don't think I've had it, but I passed up on the United States release just because I had all these tracks. But again, need to add to my collection. Same thing with this, Paranoid. This is Deluxe edition, again from the United Kingdom, Sanctuary Records. This is a 3-disc set. First disc is the original album remastered. Disc 2 is a 1974 remix of the album, but it's a DVD only audio. And disc 3 is the bonus tracks, which are some instrumental, some alternate takes, and things like that. It's a cool photo there. The artwork and these things are awesome. And the only thing I don't like though is the 3rd disc is housed in here. And then sticking with Sabbath, the debut album, Deluxe edition, again, Sanctuary, UK release. What I like about this is Wicked World is replaced on the original album with Evil Woman. But I obviously own 2 copies of the United States release, the remastered copy and the original CD release. So if I want to hear the United States version of Black Sabbath, I can always throw that on. And if I want to hear the English version, I throw this on. Second disc is a bonus track. It does feature Wicked World opening it, some outtakes of Black Sabbath, the instrumental, alternate versions. And again, to this set, some more pictures in there. Sorry about the glare here. And then I grabbed something from a band that I never really could get into, so I'm going to give them another shot. I know this is one of their better albums, Misplaced Childhood by Marillion. Okay, like I said, I tried so many times to get in this band. I know this is a well-loved band in the prog rock community. I'm a huge fan of prog rock, but this is just one band I could never really fully get into. So again, I'm going to try this, see if it grows on me, and then if it does, from there I'll go on and get some other stuff from the band. And then this is a Japanese pressing of Rare Earth's Get Ready from 1969. Released on Motown Records. 6 tracks. Features, I think it's like a 21 and a half minute version of Get Ready. Obviously the edited cut down version was the one featured on radio and that they're most famous for. You see there, you have the Japanese liner notes and also the lyrics in English. Another one from Kansas. This is Power, 1986 album. Again, doesn't have that signature Kansas sound, but it is a little heavier. More of a hard rock sound for the guys. Cool album artwork there. And then I replaced my original version of Brain Salad Surgery with this deluxe edition released in 1996 with the lenticular cover. It is remastered. Sounds a little better than my original release, so glad to have that. Also, it features an expanded booklet with a lot of cool liner notes in there, released on Rhino Records. Another punk album that I was missing, Circle Jerks, Group Sex. I'm not a huge punk fan, but I am a fan of the original punk, and this is one of the original albums. This was released in 1980 from one of the pioneers of punk rock, in my opinion. Next up, this one was inspired by the latest episode of Sea of Tranquility's Hudson Valley Squares, where they did a comparison of Michael Schenker Group album Assault Attack with Gary Moore's Corridors of Power. Never owned anything by Gary Moore solo. Do have his stuff with Thin Lizzy and the other bands he's involved in, but never actually had a solo record by him. So I picked this up because this is the one that they were comparing on Sea of Tranquility. Obviously, Schenker won that episode. Sorry, spoiled if anyone has not watched it yet. But yeah, I'm gonna give this one a listen. I listened a little bit on YouTube, and I gotta buy the CD though. I don't like listening to music through the TV. I prefer to hear it physically through a CD. Next, I grabbed the deluxe edition of the Alan Parsons Project's legendary album, Irobot. One of the greatest prog rock albums of all time. This is a 2 CD edition. First disc is the original album remastered. Second disc is 14 tracks. All basically rehearsals, rough mixes, instrumental mixes. There's actually a Hillary Western soprano vocal rehearsal version of Irobot on here. Again, 2 disc. Obviously, it doesn't feature the original artwork. The original album artwork is a little more in line with that, without the writing on there. And this is a United Kingdom import. Looks like a UK, what's the word I'm looking for? Bootleg. Released from Cellar Dweller Records. This is called, I believe it's called a Coed, unless that's a Q, KQED. Not really sure how to say that. This is a live Pink Floyd album recorded on April 30th, 1970. So it's basically recorded right around the time of Adam Hart Mother. Does feature that song on there, along with Cymbeline, Grantchester Meadows, Green's the Color, Careful That Axe, Eugene, Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun. The sound quality is surprisingly pretty decent, and a really cool addition to my collection. Next is one I picked up. I found this one used for a really good price. This is Edgar Winter Roadwork, featuring Rick Derringer. 1972 live album. I've never really seen this on CD before. I think I paid $3 for it. So I obviously had to pick it up, as I'm a big fan of both of these guys. Guitar work. Next, Paul Revere and the Raiders. Didn't need anything by them. So this is the greatest hits. I believe this is like the most common one you find on CD by Paul Revere and the Raiders. 15 tracks. Can't really say much about this. Everyone really knows. If anyone's a fan of this band, everyone knows this. 60s Britpop. Done in American style, I would want to say. That's what I always refer to, because they are an American band, but they have very British rock sound to them. Another live CD I picked up, Queen Rock Montreal. One of the very few Queen albums I don't own. Double disc set. I believe I had this on DVD. I'm almost positive I have this on DVD, so now I have the CD to go with it. And this one I was excited to find. Queen's Reich, the EP. This was a 1988 EMI pressing, and it's got in this green tinted jewel case. 5 tracks. In my opinion, the heaviest thing Queensryche ever done. Big fan of Queen's Reich on this EP and their first album. Once they go into the more of the prog metal stuff like Operation Mindcrime and Empire, I like them, but I'm not as big of a fan as their stuff that came before that. And then Bon Jovi, the debut album. I've owned this forever, but I realized I didn't own the remastered version, so that's the only difference. This is remastered. The other one is the original CD pressing. And last one I have here, a band that I do like, and I surprisingly don't own anything by them. King's X. This is Dogman. Features their most well-known song probably, which is called Dogman, the self-titled. Produced by Brendan O'Brien. Very overlooked band because these guys are very great players, and unfortunately they never really caught a break. They have a very huge cult following, and I feel like this band should have been bigger than they were. Alright everyone, that is my recent CD purchases on this cold, dreary Saturday morning. But it's the end of February, so March is coming and warmer weather is upon us. Alright everyone, thanks for watching and enjoy your weekend.